Peace, rise and shine. Power to the people. My kinfolks or kindred spirits. And for those who are new, I welcome you too. Also, I would like to remind you to like this video to show that you find the information on this platform or in this video valuable for your growth and evolution. Also, if you feel the need to, leave some comments, leave some questions below in the comment section. Or if it's a private affair and you want to book a consultation with me regarding a speaking event or a one-on-one session with me, I will leave my contact information at the end of this video and down below in the description. Did I say thumbs up? Thumbs this video up. Yeah. And if you appreciate what I have to bring, subscribe. It's the red and white button below. The word is written in white. It says subscribe. So that way you will know every time when I upload a video, or hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified of each time when I do upload a new video. All right. I hope I said everything. Did I say subscribe? Okay. Also, you're very welcome to share my video on any of your social media platforms. You don't need my permission to do so, but if you find this information valuable enough to do so, I welcome you to do it. All right, because I want this information to get out because I'm trying to help you grow, you heal. But what I always say is, I'm not here to make you think like me. I just want you to think. All right, let's get into it. So, good people, usually when we're starting on our path or journey towards enlightenment, self-awareness, healing after bad relationships, family relationships, or just healing in general from any and everything bad, work environment, whatever that case may be, we always refer to books. Sometimes we'll go grab a book. And if not a book, now that we have access to the internet and to YouTube, and you got thousands of videos out there, you have to be very aware and cautious of where you tread. Tread lightly, people, tread lightly. You have to be intuitively in tune with that is what you need to listen to or read. Take it from me, because I remember when I was younger. For those who don't know, should I tell my age? Okay, I'll be 51 in December. So when I was in my 20s, I was reading some of everybody's information. And this happened to me recently when it comes to videos, looking at videos, but reading information. And I tell you, there was one time I was at this bookstore. What was the name of that bookstore? I don't know. Was it Walden Bookstore? It was a very popular bookstore. I just don't remember. And I'm reading information about dragons and stuff like that, just someone wrote a book going into details, but it wasn't just that, because I was reading other people's information elsewhere on websites as well, and books. Well, I got so overwhelmed with information, and I felt like I was about to go crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. I had went outside of the bookstore and sat on the curb in front of the bookstore. And I was praying, oh, please help me, help me, help me, help me. Because I didn't have no guidance on what to read, what not to read, how much to read or research. I don't want to just say read or read, you know, because sometimes when you're reading, you're doing your own research, you know, based on you wanting to heal your enlightenment. I'm not talking about reading a romantic novel and all this kind of stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you're doing personal research to help yourself and to grow. If you're, you know, a lot of people don't think it's real until they encounter almost going crazy. You know, I've even known people who got a hold of information that they weren't ready for yet. You know, I knew these people, you know, and sometimes, you know, you got to take it slow. And I'm doing my best to take it slow. You know, just recently here, some months ago, I decided, okay, I was finding information on the internet and videos on social media applications. And it just seemed so different and interesting to me. I'm like, oh, wow, you know, okay, I guess. And I was kind of feeling a little insecure at that time too, to the point where I started to rearrange things over here in my home and my mindset. And I almost went into a depression behind this. And I had to catch myself. I was like, hold on, Anita, we've been through this before. Gather yourself. You know, it's almost as if you have to be, not almost, you have to be very picky, very, what's the word? I hear a lot of people use this word, discerning. You have to be very discerning and what's right for you. And I say this a lot in a lot of my videos, that everything isn't meant for you. You have to do what's right for you. So when you research, you have to be careful and make sure, even sometimes research the author and just know that even if it's something you're reading or a video that you're watching, you have to be discerning of the persons in the video and their intent, because not everybody is really just putting out information to help you. Some people are doing it to misguide you because they're getting paid to do it. Because they know that there are beings on here who are trying to awake or that are waking up, and they're going to need to put some misguided information out there to confuse you, to lead you off the path, to mess you up. So you really have to be careful about what you ingest. And even if you know you're ingesting the right and correct information, take your time. Do not overwhelm yourself with it. Make sure you're ready, because sometimes, you know, you read a book and you want to go get part 2 of it, but you're not ready for part 2 because you haven't even utilized the information that you already ingested. You haven't went out into the world and had some experiences based on what you're learning. You know, you have to take your time when, you know, because it's like when you eat and you get full and you know you can't put no more in there. Have you ever overfed a baby? The baby just kept eating because the baby was being greedy. And before you know, the baby got sick, threw up right there in front of you. I've seen that. And if you haven't seen it, okay, bad example. But hey, I'm just really trying to turn you on to some information and give you a little guidance, because I've been through this. Like I said, I'm not here to make you think like me. I just want you to think. Try to remember, oh yeah, let me slow down with what I'm taking in, because, you know, some people can go cuckoo, especially with the wrong information or too much information. Because sometimes you can have the wrong information and something else come out, something else take over. Or you can read too much information and get trapped in your own mind. And people think, what's wrong with you? Or go out of your mind, or what have you. However the case may be, because, different strokes for different folks with what they take in and what they put out. So, yes, we're living in a day and time where so much is going on. And some of us are just getting started. So I say to you, be careful, tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? The path is narrow. The journey is short. Have you ever heard that saying? Taking a short journey on a long path? Or is it a short path on a long journey? But if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to stray you off on the wrong way. That's why I said, I'm not trying to make you think like me. What I do is just to give you certain ideas so you can be aware of it. These are things based on things that I have learned from my own research and my experiences in my journey towards enlightenment. There have been some things I've experienced, some of them great spiritual experiences that scared the heck out of me. I got to put it out there like that. There were some great experiences, but, at the time, it wasn't so great. And I'm going to let you know that, during this awakening period, it's not all what these TV shows make it to be. Like, oh, it's this great experience. Let me tell you, for real, it can be painful because there's some shadow work that's involved. There are some realities that we have to face. Because there's chambers inside of us that's opening up to certain realities, and your soul is guiding you as you awaken it. So it partakes, or it partakes in your journey and help guide you as long as you ask the right questions. So I do my best to put videos out there as my questions have been answered and my experience have been journeyed through, and the tests that I have taken and I have made it through. Because it's not just this journey through life. Long as you're in this dimension, there's going to be some lessons to be learned and some tests to be taken. And some of these tests are going to be repeated just to see if you still remember. So just beware and stay aware. And sometimes we forget. Yes. And we have to go back and do refresher courses to remind ourselves. We have to stay on point. Make sure you're taking care of your body as well. And I'll get more into that in just a second. So when you take care of this body and you give it all the nutrients. Now, I know we living in the U.S. of god dang A. I know. You know what I'm saying? But there's some things that y'all don't know that I learned about the U.S. of god dang A. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna even stop calling it U.S. of god dang A, because for real, me being native to this land, knowing that I'm indigenous, that this land was not always known as what we're being taught in the schools, in these institutions. But I'm not going to give you too much information, but I just want to say, so food can be scarce, especially healthy food. herbs can be rare, especially making sure those herbs are not mixed with some chemicals. So, it's all about, reading labels and stuff like that. Making sure you read your labels. Make sure you understand what you're reading on those labels. You know what them words are, and you can pronounce those words to know what's going inside of your body. To make sure that you're healthy, wealthy, and strong. And to stay alert. Because even though people may say, well, it's in my family, cancer is in my family, they've had it before. Well, if you're doing the things that your family before you are doing, I guess it is going to run through your family. It's going to run through you too. But if you look at your family and they're doing things that wasn't healthy for them, you have the opportunity and chance to change it within you. Because even if they are no longer here, they still live on through you, boo-boo. They still live on through me. Now, you ain't got to believe me. Check it out. So it's very imperative that you take care of this physical being, okay? To keep that soul and spirit charged up. Living strong. Get you some exercise too, whatever exercise that accommodates you. And it's going to work for you and keep you healthy, wealthy, and strong. Now, why I keep stressing that is because the cells in your body is a stack of library, ancient information. Why is it so ancient? Because you come from a long line of ancestors, your ancient ancestors. So you don't need to go to no library to check out the lies that are buried. If you want to check out a good book, check in this way, tap in. Do some meditation. Continue on your path, because everybody's awakening is not going to be the same. I may tell you what my awakening was like. Well, actually, my awakening started when I was a child. I got messages through dreams. I started to notice these dreams. I started just to notice my environment was just kind of strange to me. I always felt like I wasn't from this planet. I always thought that I was adopted. Do I sound like I'm about to preach? I hope not. But So I've had many awakenings at different stages and levels in my awareness when it was time for me to develop. But like I said, I've had a couple of experiences where I took in too much information or the wrong information and almost lost it. Almost lost my marbles. I almost lost my sense of my reality, of what I remembered from my beginning, when I was little, all that I can remember when I just got here. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So your very body, because there's cells in all parts of your body and in your hairs. For those melaninated beings, we have what they call ether in our hair, that a certain type of ether, growing hair, coiled hair. And if you don't know that your hair acts as antenna, the reason why your hair is as kinky or kingly as it is because your hair is alive. And I'm pretty sure you've noticed sometimes you don't even have to be combing your hair. Sometimes you could just sit there and you could feel your hair moves. Sometimes it'll be a little bit irritating, make you scratch a little bit. I mean, these are some things I've noticed. But they're antenna and they're in communication or receptive to receiving information from the sun, from the atmosphere, from the electrical charge that goes on in the air. When the wind blows, even if your hair doesn't pick it up, because some of y'all are bald, just know the same receptive antenna is in your melanin. You're a part of nature. You feel it all through nature. When the wind blows, the trees move, the rain falls, you pick up on certain messages through nature. Sometimes you don't even have to be outside to pick it up. If you leave your windows cracked, you'll feel it. It may not even be a lot of wind that blows through your window, but you get it. You walk outside barefoot, not on the cement pavement. I'm talking about on the grass, on the baby hairs of the earth, and you feel it. And it does something to you, it talks to you, it does something to help communicate to the cells in your body to give you more information that's even around you. So just know that you are a walking information instrument. I was going to say system, but yeah, you're a walking information system. Believe that. Believe that. And for those who don't have dreams, it's okay. You may pick up on it in other ways, intuitive messages. See pictures in your mind. Like, where does picture come from? If you didn't think it up, if you wasn't trying to think of the picture and it just pops there, you're receptive. You're being receptive. Be receptive as well as giving information. Okay? Also, at this point, if you're enjoying what you're hearing in this video, don't forget to like this video, and please, you are allowed to share this video on any of your social media platform if you find this information very informative. Okay? All right. So, yeah, so there was a point in time, I only did it for a little while. It was probably like back in between 2017 to 2019, I used to do dream interpretations, but I stopped. Why did I stop? Oh, because I just wasn't getting paid. Or it just, because I think at the time I needed money and I wanted to do it as a part of a service to offer. And I know it's not all about getting paid, but at some point, people will utilize their gifts if they're in a financial bind just to help them out, help them through. Okay? All right. So I know you said, well, Anita, what should we do when it comes to books? It's okay to read books. I didn't say don't read them. I just said be careful what you take in. Just as long as the author or the person that's making the video, you resonate with their soul. You can connect. You don't always have to connect with the person face to face. Sometimes there are people, you listen to them long enough, you investigate, and you feel it. You feel that. You know what I'm talking about? You feel that. I just say, be careful with even how much information you take in. Prep yourself before you wreck yourself, before you get to the next book or to the next video. Take your time. Go at your own pace. And I do suggest, if you are taking in some information, for those who use other things to enhance their emotions and their mind, their feelings, who likes to read under the influence of other things, you know what I'm talking about? Be careful. You know what I'm saying? Especially be careful about drinking spirits. Some of y'all call it alcohol. You know what I'm talking about. Be careful with that. And taking in information, or having taken in information and then right behind it go and get you some spirits, or under the influence, especially if you're paranoid, when you utilize stuff to get under this type of influence. You have to be very careful. Now, I've experienced that too. Thank goodness some my ancestors, my folks, they looking out for me. You know what I'm talking about? All my folks, my teens that be looking out for me. You know what I'm saying? I just be knowing. I just be knowing when my folks looking out, or my team who looking out for me. You know, there are other videos that I made. You know, my soul is just leading me to let you know that, you know, information, when you tap into information, whether it be benevolent or malevolent, to even take in the malevolent information, you have to be at a certain awareness to take it in, because there's nothing wrong with enlightening yourself with both positive and negative information, because we are positive and negatively charged. We have the masculine and feminine energies, which is known yin and yang. And if there must be a balance between the two, the yin and the yang, the positive and the negative, and the masculine and the feminine, just know that in order to know the tricks of the devil, you have to learn it. Experience it. So you know how to get around it and stop it and create boundaries for it. For if you only know good and never encounter evil or bad or negative, then your ass is grass. Okay. But I also say take your time, seek guidance, because it's best to know both in this world, but you have to be very careful. Call on your guidance, whether they be a physical mentor or spiritual. Okay. And that's all I got to say for today. This has been AnitaYarbrough, your sister in love and power. Power to the people. Kin folks, kindred spirits, whatever you want to call yourself. Whatever you want to call yourself. Just know I'm not here to make you think like me. Hopefully this information has got them wheels turning. Wheels keep on turning. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I hope to see y'all back again. Remember to subscribe. Subscribe. Tell your friends, sisters, your enemies, strangers, good and bad. Stop by and subscribe. Okay, well, maybe not all of them, because, you know, I don't need no problems. I don't need no drama up here. You know, if I want some drama, I go watch a television show. And I don't even watch television shows. I don't watch TV. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Stay empowered and stay protected. Stay safe, folks. All right. Love you too. I'm sending y'all some of that love vibration. If you don't want it, click off. Bye. Hi, my name is AnitaYarbrough, and I am your holistic healing life coach and counselor. I bring to you today my signature programs based on healing transformations that align purpose. My first signature program, self-authentication based healing. This paradigm shifting and transformative based program is designed to share life experiences due to the changing times we're in to assert your self authenticating willpower. In this program, you will learn the importance of healing to help lead the way towards understanding a new age mindset that promotes creative, holistic living for unlocking your purpose. Transform and align with your purpose in any area you choose. Within these changing times, by trying a new approach to tasks and or activities to gain courage and confidence. Feel free to accept the changes in the world and experience the new, real you without judgment from yourself and others. Learn to accept uncontrollable circumstances. Let go of the past and activate a new you. Overcome blockages on your way towards your newfound freedom after attending this life-changing presentation. After this program, you will be able to learn the difference between using logic and intuition, understand how your belief systems influence your authenticity. Learn the importance of balancing your light and dark psyche. Use mental and emotional coping techniques to transcend traumas and pain to start the healing process. Gaining self-acceptance to heal through self-talk and expression. My second signature program is lifestyle-based healing. This life-building and knowledge-based program is designed to help you succeed in the next phase of transformational growth during these changing times to enhance your development. In this session, you will learn how to tap into your natural survival resources and following the intuitive influences that open your eyes to new pathways of living, achieve greater results, and supercharge your mission by creating a new lifestyle. You will come to understand how to discipline your body, your mind, and spirit to prepare the unexpected and expected changes in your life, inside and out. Inspire others to do the same. Become efficient and improve functionality after this enlightening presentation. After this program, you will be able to learn what your limits are towards change, learn how to replace unwanted habits with better practices, identify your stress triggers and traumas, to make changes and self-heal. Learn about inner and outside influences that affect your lifestyle. Understand how good health practices establishes great wealth to enhance a certain lifestyle. Learn the importance of your survival and creating your new life and what it takes to sustain a new lifestyle. Expose your toxicities before incorporating new lifestyle changes. Now, this third signature program is my communication-based healing. This mind-enriching session will teach you how to express and communicate your thoughts and feelings. Demonstrate many ways to communicate your subconscious mind to gain control of your life. The strategies in this portion of the program will fine-tune your communication skills within these changing times by using your childlike imagination to promote healing and find your confidence to better express yourself. Learn how to analyze the communication style of others, which better helps with understanding how to communicate. So after this presentation, you will be able to achieve a life of mastery that is limitless. So after this program, you will be able to learn to listen to your true voice, to break your own hypnotic spell, learn importance of self-talk, creatively express your imagination to welcome in the healing process, learn and understand different communication styles, find out how to communicate commands to your subconscious mind to create change. Now, this last signature program is community-based healing. This approach into the community dynamics during these times of change will alter your reality to identify patterns in situations and know when to seek solutions. Learn the positives and negatives of comparisons and judgments that are used within your environment or community. Learn tactics to break away from the trends within your environment and community that are presently not realized as mind control tools. Learn manifestations for your ideal environment or community, which can influence and become impressionable to others. Before this presentation ends, it will empower your every move. So after this program, you will be able to understand how to manifest your needs and wants, recognizing patterns that will create solutions for a better change, learn how to recognize individuals of bad or good influence in your space, understand how making peace with yourself can become a masterpiece for an ideal community, create better habits and practices that will help you attain the peace you so desire, and design and create a space that cannot be compared to others. I would like to thank you for taking time out in your busy day and joining me or sitting with me in learning more about my signature programs. As I always tell others, I am not here to make you think like me. I just want you to think. Again, thank you and have a great rest of your day.